I'm Nicole. I'm an assistant director in the financial aid office, and I'm here to give you a presentation about how to navigate your financial aid award and financial aid in general within our computer system. So this isn't a lecture about every type of financial aid. We're assuming you have some sense of that already. This is just to get you familiarized with our Locus system and how to navigate that. So if you can all look at the PowerPoint. In order to navigate Locus, the first thing you need to do is go to the website and sign in. So you can sign into Locus from any page on Loyola's website. So when you go to luc.edu, you'll see a link on the upper right-hand corner. It's hard to see from this view, but on the upper right of generally any page of our website, you can access Locus. So what you do is you click on that. It takes you to a sign-in page. You put in your username and password, and it'll take you to a page that looks like this. So how you get started is you click on the Student Center, which is the middle section of the main page of Locus. You can also access some information through the Campus Finances tab of the menu. Once you're in the Student Center, you'll come to a page that looks like this. This has links to a lot of valuable pages and information that you should familiarize yourself with as a new student here. The first place you should look at is the to-do list. So this is how our office and other departments in the university will tell you that they need something. They'll put it on this to-do list. This should go with emails that are sent out to your student accounts, so you should get an email if you do have a to-do list item. But it's really great for you to just check your to-do list periodically, just to ensure that you're getting us all of the information necessary. So you see that on the right-hand side, the arrow's pointing to it, and it gives a list of every document that we either need or is in progress. So if you sent us a document to review for some purpose, it'll be listed on the list. If there's something that's needed from you, it will also be on the list. And how you can tell is if you click on the details, it'll give you more information about either what we're asking for or the status of the documents that you submitted. So if you look under the status column, it will show you where we are in the process. So for example, this person has submitted some of the verification documents we asked for. So those are listed as received. That tells you we have them, we're reviewing them. If you see something come off of your to-do list, it just means that it's done, it's complete, and we don't need that thing from you anymore. If you see initiated, that means there's something that you need to do. And then if you click on the specific item, for example, this student still needs to do their Stafford loan entrance counseling and their master promissory note. It's something they do through another site, but we're reminding you to do this here. Besides the to-do list, another thing that you'll be checking often and that you should familiarize yourself with is how to view the financial aid award online. How you can see your award if maybe you forgot how much you're getting in a certain award or you just want more information about your award, you check Locus. And so every year when you get a financial aid award, it'll show up on this page here. So you'll get an email, we'll let you know you have an award available, check Locus. So if you click View Financial Aid under the Student Center, comes up with a complicated page that looks like this. So this is your award summary. If you haven't seen this yet, definitely check that out. The top of the award summary shows your aid for the whole year. The bottom part breaks it down by semester. So you see the types of awards and the categories. So you can see what the award is. So it'll say the name and then what type of award it is. So it's pretty self-explanatory when you look at it. Loans are loans. The Rambler Award the student's getting is considered a scholarship, and the Loyola grant, that's a grant. So you can tell what types of awards need to be paid back, meaning the loans, and the awards that we would consider gift aid, which are the grants. And you can see how that breaks down on the award. And then on the bottom, you can see how much is going to disperse for each term. If you want to know when your financial aid is going to come through to pay your balance, check out the View Schedule Disbursement Dates tab, which you'll see next to each term on the right side. That'll show you when the aid's going to disperse. Sometimes you might want to decline an award, not grants or scholarships, but sometimes loans or work studies. So for example, we award Stafford loans when you do the FAFSA, and then if you don't want those, you can decline them or you can change the amount. You can reduce the amount. And you can do that right through this page. If you click on the green Accept Decline button, it takes you to a page that looks like this. And then you can adjust the amounts if you say want a loan but you don't want as much as we've awarded, or you can check the box to decline it and then make the updates through here. There's a process where we can update it for you, so if you're not comfortable with this, we also have a list of forms on our website, so you can actually submit a form and we can do this for you. But it's pretty easy to do on Locus. The only time you won't be able to see this, which might be the situation with a lot of you now, is if we're still in the process of reviewing documents that you've submitted, or if you haven't submitted documents we've asked for, it won't let you change any amounts until your award is final. So if you're still under verification and you keep trying to change the loan and nothing's happening, that's why. So in that case, you just have to be patient, wait for the process to finish, and then make changes to your award. That's a question I get a lot at this time of year. Moving on. So if you want to get an idea of how much you're going to owe before your bill comes out, you can look at the bottom line estimate. So the bottom line estimate is just there to give you an idea of how much you're going to owe out of pocket once the aid pays. So you can make your decision for either going on a payment plan or perhaps borrowing an additional loan. So that's accessible through the campus finance menu. So just on the menu on the left-hand side, you can see campus finances. And a lot of the other pages related to financial aid and billing are accessible under that tab. But you'll just click on bottom line, and it takes you to a page that looks like this. So that page is, again, an estimate of all of your expenses and all of your financial aid that's going to disperse to cover those expenses. So if you'll see, and it breaks it up by the year as well as by semester on the bottom, just like your award does. So you'll see on the left-hand side, you have your estimated charges. So that's about how much you're going to owe. Housing is generally an estimate on there because we don't know exactly what your meal plan is. So this is not an exact bill, it's more of a tool so that you can figure out about what you're going to owe. And then on the right-hand side, this is all of the financial aid you're going to get, or we're assuming at this point that you're taking out. If, say, you're not going to borrow a loan and you want to figure out what you're going to owe without the loans, it's really easy to take the numbers and then deduct it. And so the amount due per year, which you can see in the red, is just subtracting the right column from the left column. So the total awards minus the total estimated expenses. So this person, after their aid disperses, is going to owe about $24,506 for the year. And then on the bottom, you can see the breakdown by semester. One thing you should know about this page is that it only shows you 3 items at a time by default. I don't know why it does that. But if you click View All, it'll show you the full list. So I get questions from students saying, man, I only see 3 of my 5 awards on here. You just have to click View All, and you can see everything. And then the last bit of information we'll discuss, or one of the last bits of information, is the loan counseling and the master promissory notes. That's a common question we get. If you're borrowing federal loans, there are certain steps you have to go through to get those loans finalized so that they can disperse. They can come through to us at the beginning of the year. There are outside websites that you'll go to complete these steps, but if you need a quick link to these sites or you don't know where to go, you can find this information right on our website. So this is going out of Locus and back to our website. If you go to the Financial Aid Office page and you just click on the Apply for Financial Assistance menu, you'll see links to the pages you need. So if you click on loan counseling, if you need to complete your entrance counseling, or you click on loan promissory notes, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. So for example, for the loan counseling, if say you need to do your counseling for the Stafford loans, you can click on this and it'll take you out to studentloans.gov. Same thing for the master promissory notes. There's another page that will actually show you the different types of promissory notes that you might need to sign. So for example, if you need to sign your note for the Perkins loan, if you have a Perkins loan, you can click on promissory notes and then scroll down and click Perkins loan, and it'll take you to ECSI, which is the particular website you need to go to for that kind of loan. So we make it pretty simple for you. Scholarships. So if you have an outside scholarship, something not being awarded through the university, like something through a club you're involved in, or an outside association, you should notify us when you receive the scholarship so that we can add them to your award. So you might get the check from the scholarship company, or they might be sending us to directly. Either way, they should be sent to our department to ensure they're properly applied to the accounts. For more specific information on this, because I won't go into specifics right now, just go to our website. If you go to the scholarships page of the financial aid sites, you can find instructions there on exactly what we need you to submit with scholarship checks and where to send them, because it's a lot of information, but we have instructions right on our website on where to send these and what to include to ensure they're properly applied. And we also encourage you to continue looking for scholarships outside of Loyola. So if your financial aid award doesn't cover everything and you're not comfortable taking out additional loans, if you're not already looking for scholarships through outside sites like scholarships.com, say, or FastWeb, some of the more popular, reputable search engines, we encourage you to do that. And we do have links, again, on the scholarships page of our website. So under financial aid, when you go to scholarships, we have links to a lot of outside sources to help you on your search, because scholarships are often very specific, so we can't have a comprehensive list of every single scholarship out there on our website, but we have links to help you out. So that's the end of the presentation. Here's our contact information if you want to take it down. If you need to talk to somebody today, we're open. We take walk-ins from 8:30 to 5. Do we have time for a few questions, John?
Fun stuff. I get the fun stuff. The fun stuff of billing and collections and the Bursar office and what is a Bursar and why am I here to greet you. The Bursar is the guy in charge for billing and collections for the university. And why I'm here is to try to give you some pointers on what to do, what not to do, and things that might be different from the school you came from. There might be some subtle changes in where you came from, so I want you to avoid some of those pitfalls. And what I'm going to do is go over, here are the services in our office, and I'm going to give you 5 or 6 to-do items. I'll just break it down to 5 or 6 things that if you could do in the next day or two, then you're set with the Bursar office. All you have to do is make payment, but you don't have to worry about all these other steps. All you have to do is make payment. That's easy, right? All right, so here's all our services. I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. That will wake you up. Someone must have been rocking in here, the previous one. But anyway, I do the billing. So the billing is sent out on the 15th of each month. It goes out electronically to your luc.edu email address. That's important because we don't send out paper bills. So if you're going to forward your luc.edu email to your Yahoo or your Gmail, that's all fine and well, but just make certain it's getting through your firewalls, your spam, and all that other good stuff. Make certain it's going there, because we'll send you the information. That's our official communication with the university. That's how your faculty are going to send you assignments and notifications. So please make certain that you're getting all that email. I'm not going to send you any email to go down to the lake and sing Kumbaya. If I send you something, it's because you need to take action on it. So please open it up, read it, and take action. Forward it to your parents, whatever you need to do. It is a snapshot in time. So the 15th bill, that's just what it looks like at the 15th at 11 p.m. That's what it looks like. If you do something else, you add a class or delete a class, that's fine. It will be showing up on your next bill. It's just like a telephone bill, credit card. If you want lifetime information, you want to go into Locus, take a look at Locus. That's where all your information is, financial aid, Bursar, your bio demographic information, it's all there. Go into Locus, take a look at it, and see lifetime information. Payments are due on the 5th of each month. So for yours, that means it's going to be due August 5th. That's the fall deadline for you, will be August 5th. We bill on the 15th of the month, and it's due on the 5th of the month before the classes begin. So that's important to know. For spring, we'll bill you in December, and it'll be due January 5th. Oh, there's a picture of a happy family. I love happy families. And how do you keep your happy family all happy with the Bursar office is probably providing them access to your account. If someone is helping you make payment to the university or helping you with your finances, then you need to give them access to your account. Students, you have rights. Those rights are under the Federal Education Rights and Privacy Act. Under FERPA, I just can't give out anyone information that calls up and says, what does Johnny owe? I want to make a payment. This might be even Dad that's asking that question. I'll tell them, I'm sorry, I can't tell you because Johnny hasn't given you the information. Usually Dad mutters a few things in my ear, voicing his displeasure with that law. So I would encourage you to do this. This is something you could do now. Up to 9 people can have access to one or all 7 of these things, I would encourage you to at least go in there, give them access to your student account, financial aid, and the e-bill at a minimum of those things. Student health insurance and some of those things I'll talk about in a minute. But please give them access to it. That way, on the 15th of the month, they would also receive the monthly statement. So you'll get it as a student, and also whoever you assign to it will also get that monthly e-bill. So everyone's on the same page. When they call in, they have a question about setting up something or a payment plan or student health insurance, we can give them the information they need. If you want, you can give them access to your grades. I'll let you have that discussion later. But the financial piece, I would definitely say, give them access to it. It's the OJs, long before Donald Trump. Yes, yes. Thank you. 16 weeks at the top of the charts, 1969. Just want you to know, long before Donald, there was the OJs. Anyway, they make payments. How do you make payments? The same way that we do anywhere else. E-check is the most popular way. 85% of students pay via e-check. That's to go online in Locus, tell us how much you want to make a payment for, and then your bank will push those funds over to us. We don't go into your bank and pull out those funds, but electronically be sent over. It only takes a day that way. It will reflect immediately on your account. Very easy way of making a payment. You can also send a check to us. Feel free. Just give yourself some extra time before that 5th deadline to be doing a check. We do accept credit card online. We don't accept credit card payments at the university or on campus for tuition, room, and board. And so you would need to make it online through TouchNet. It's a third-party provider. They're happy to take your payment from you, and they're also happy to charge you 2.75% in addition to what you're paying on whatever you're paying. So they're going to charge you a large fee. That's not going to cover frequent flyer points or diner reward points, so I would discourage you from paying credit card. We do take MasterCard, American Express, and Discover. Visa's coming online this summer. They want to participate. We'll see if they sign all the contracts and all that stuff. Hopefully we'll have that soon. The Loyola installment plan. We are closing down on that. Typically we have a 12-month installment plan that begins on May and then ends next April. So as we get closer to the start of classes, we have fewer and fewer options available. The 10-month plan just closed July 5th, so now we have a 9-month plan available. That's a way of taking whatever you owe for fall and spring, dividing it out over 9 monthly payments. Makes you, instead of having it all due on August 5th, you can break it out on January 5th, break it out over 9 installments. You can do this all in Locus. So you go in the Locus, create a payment plan, an I-plan. It will walk you through 8 steps and say, here's what your financial aid is, here's what your tuition is anyone going to provide an outside scholarship, is someone going to help you make a payment? You add those in, you can play around with that budget, make a budget up for yourself, and it will tell you, if you select a 9-month payment plan, this is what you would pay monthly. If you can afford that, great, you don't need to do anything else, but if you want to then say, all right, I can take out a payment plan, but I don't want to put that against a loan. Maybe I'm going to take out a loan for a small amount to try to reduce my monthly payment in a payment plan. Try to combine the two. What we're trying to get you to do is avoid borrowing your way through school. It's very expensive. The interest rates and everything else comes to get you in 10, 15 years from now. So I really encourage you to try to put it together with a payment plan. Borrow as little as you possibly can. No, she's sorry. It happens. You pay late. Things come up. You can't make your payment on time. I don't know if you're a fool over it, but you might be making a payment. These are all the evil things that happen. If you make late payments, we shut down so that you can't add charges to your class. You can't add new classes. We do all those things. Charge you 1.5% late payment fees and all that evil stuff. We want to avoid this, and what we want you to do is to give us a call or send us an email and tell us what's going on prior to this stuff happening. Say, hey, look, I don't understand this whole master promissory note entrance counseling thing. What am I supposed to be doing there? We can help you out with that. Maybe this is the first student you've sent through the university. You want to know about payment plans, you want to know about the charges that are on your account, give us a call so we can help you out. We have 6 student account advisors. That's all they do is help you out. The 2 of them will be assigned to your family for the next 2 or 3 years while you're here. And they'll guide you through this process when you call in and talk with them. And we encourage you. This is something that's a little bit different than maybe the other school who would always say, stay away, stay away. We encourage you to give us a call, and we'll try to help you out through this process. I know it's expensive. I know it can be complicated and time-consuming, and that's why we have a staff here to help you. So please give us a call before these things happen. Refunds. We just mentioned it a minute ago. Refunds happen when you have borrowed a little bit more than what you need for tuition and room and board for maybe outside expenses if you're going to be living off campus for rent or car expense or something like that. I would again discourage you from doing too much of this in refunds, but I would encourage you to take a look at refunds, and if you need a refund through your loan, then sign up for direct deposit. This is one of those 5 must-do things. Sign up for direct deposit. What that enables us to do is once there's money available on your account to refund to you, during the 3rd week of classes, September 9th this year, we'll send you the money. Through direct deposit, we'll transfer those funds via electronically to your bank directly. If you don't sign up for direct deposit, then we still do cut down trees, turn them into paper. They get printed downtown to Water Tower campus. They're brought up here to the Lakeshore campus. You can pick them at the Sullivan Center on Wednesdays between 12 and 4:30 and Thursdays between 8:30 and 12. I only have one cashier working there. That's kind of our lunch break. So the line goes down the hallway. It's about 20, 25 minutes long. And I'm really sorry about that inconvenience that that's caused you. I wish I had a way that you could avoid that. If you sign up for direct deposit, then you can avoid those long waits and lines. I think you get the hint. Sign up for direct deposit. Whether you think you're ever going to need that or not, at some point you're probably going to get a refund. It might only be $5 your last semester, your senior year. Sign up for it now, put in your bank account number and your routing number, and you're done for the next 4 years. Just sign up now and get it out of the way, and then you don't have to think about it again. All right, this could be a little bit different. We offer students student health insurance. We want to make certain all of our students have access to affordable health care. And the way that we do that is we enroll all our students into our student health insurance program. And then you have to tell us, I have student health insurance. I don't need yours. I need to waive out of your student health insurance plan. That's fine. You go into Locus, click on Waive Out of Student Health Insurance, put in your policy number and your provider, and you'll see a credit show up on your account. If you don't do that, you will be charged the $1,870 will be put onto your account. Then you're enrolled in our student health insurance plan. It's a year-round. It's a 12-month plan. It goes from August to July 31st next year for $1,800. It's not too bad. It's a pretty rich plan. It's a PPO 80/20. PPO is monitored by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. So it's a fairly rich plan. If you need health insurance or think you might need it, I encourage you to go online, take a look at the policy online, and see if it meets your needs. It's really designed to be major medical, but it does cover some prescriptions and some minor health and checkups, all those things. I really encourage you to take a look at this, and it's an affordable way of providing health insurance to yourself. And if you need it down the road, you're not certain, maybe I want it later, you can always opt in later and buy the plan. You have until October 1st to do this, to waive out of student health insurance. Many of you have already forgotten my name by now. That's okay. I don't take it personally. But don't forget about this date. This date is a hard date. This isn't one of those dates on October 2nd. You can call us and say, I forgot. Give me the money back now. I'm going to tell you no. So please, please, please remember this deadline. And just do it today. Just do it tonight. Go home, waive out of it, and then you're done. You have to do this each year in the fall. So you want to make certain that you do it. Tuition insurance is just an option for you. This is a way of protecting yourself if something happens to you while you're at school. You have an accident, you get sick, and you have to withdraw from the university. You're still liable for the tuition, room, and board. And that's the last thing you want to be worried about at that time if you get sick or you get in an accident. This is a way of buying tuition insurance through DeWar Tuition Insurance Company. It's $421 for tuition, room, and board for the year, for both fall and spring. You can do this all the way up until the start of classes. You can have it charged to your student account. You can pay toward. Doesn't matter to me. It's just a service that we offer to kind of protect yourself. And again, it's good for both fall and spring. I'd encourage you to take a look at it. I usually tell transfer students to do it maybe the first year, get the lay of the land at Loyola, make certain everything's right at Chicago for that first one. And then after that, if you feel good about things, don't worry about it afterwards. But maybe that first year. I know it's one more bill, one more charge on your account, but it equals up to 0.9% of your tuition room board. That's what it costs, less than 1% to cover your insurance on that. So it's well worth it if you end up in that position. Rambler Bucks. Okay, so Rambler Bucks are means of taking your student ID card and turning it into kind of a debit card on campus that you use to make purchases at vending machines, at the food providers on campus, any of the locations on campus, to buy your textbooks with. And that's the big one that most students use it for, is if you're thinking about using your refunds, your financial aid, to buy your textbooks. I just told you that refunds won't begin until the week of September 9th. That's the third week of classes. There's not too many faculty members on campus that are going to allow you to go 3 weeks without your textbooks. So what you would want to do is maybe put Rambler Bucks, charge it to your student account. You can do up to $800 per semester. Charge that to your student account. We'll put those funds on your ID card, and then you can go over to the bookstore and buy your books. It's kind of a convenient place to have everything on your account. Then your financial aid will go against it, and that would probably work for your scholarship situation that you have with textbooks. Put the scholarship on the account, and then it will be debited against it and the financial aid in your books. You can also do this from home. So mom and dad, if you want to use this for maybe an allowance or some type of an allotment that you want to give them once a month, you can log online to the campus card office and supply them, $50 a month so that they can use it for drinks or something while they're on campus for the soda machine. It's pretty easy to use on campus. They don't charge the 2.75% on that one on the credit cards. Those are small purchases. It makes it pretty convenient. There are 9 off-campus vendors that we do allow on that to participate. So places like Qdoba or some of the local restaurants we allow to do it. The only thing that we require them is that they don't sell alcohol. So there won't be any alcohol sales on the Rambler Bucks. Here are the 5 must-do items. These are the 5 things that I would encourage you to do. If you want to procrastinate and you're kind of one of those slow uptakers, you can do it tonight. But otherwise, I would encourage you to do this right away and go and sign up for parent guest access via Locus. Waive out of the student health insurance. If you have health insurance, waive out of it now so you don't have to do it later. You don't have to worry about that October 1st deadline. Sign up for direct deposit. Just do it now. Put the information in, and then you don't have to think about this down the road when you're going to get a refund. Review the tuition insurance. Say, yes, we like it, or no, we don't. Move on. And review the payment plan options. Please, 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 this will catch up with you down the road. If you can do a payment plan, whatever you can do, if it's $200 a month, whatever you can do to reduce the amount that you're borrowing to go through school, that would be something that I encourage you to do. I'm open to any questions that you might have. We, too, are located in the Sullivan Center, and we'll be available until 5 o'clock today or any other day. You can swing by, see us, and we'd be glad to sit down with you, show you your account, walk through these steps. You're saying, I don't know about all this stuff to do later. Swing by this afternoon, stop by, sit down with a counselor, and they'll walk you